Hello, ladies, and welcome to your first week of the summer quarter, as well your first in between rounds of this session. So I know most of you have been here for a while, but we've got a couple newbies, and so you can expect me on here each week. I post these on Tuesdays, and I come on to answer some questions that may have come up, or I might just talk about something that's trending in the health and fitness industry. I've gone through a couple mobility sessions, maybe a quick workout. So it will vary week to week. This is just sort of your special extra tidbit. So make sure you tune in and check that out. For this week, I'm going to go through your SHEfit checklist. This is great for those of you who are new, but a good reminder and refresher to those of you that have been here for a while. I know that we get complacent, and I've had a few questions that will be answered right here. So first and foremost, I want you to make sure that you have downloaded both the Trainerize and the Mighty Networks app. I'm sure most of you have already downloaded Mighty Networks if you're watching this, but I want you to make sure that you put them on your phone beside each other. You can see my light. There we go. So they're right beside each other there, because you may want to jump back and forth. The Trainerize app is where you're going to find your workouts. That's where I want you to track everything. And the Mighty Networks is your community. So this is where you're going to get some of these extras. This is where you might get a lot of your questions answered. And so also information on our challenges. So it is important to have them side by side so you can jump back and forth. I want you to please note that you should be opening that Trainerize app every Sunday. Now, it doesn't have to be Sunday, but the reason I say Sunday is I want you to look at your week before the week starts. So if it's not Sunday, then first thing Monday morning, and move your workouts around. Put them on the day that you plan to do them. That's going to help make sure that you get it done, and that's going to help make sure that you don't miss workouts. I know there's been a few weeks people have missed workouts because they were going to go back and finish them, but they forgot to look back in their calendar. So if you move it to the days you plan to do it, or move it through the week, that's going to help you make sure you get it done. The other thing I want you to do on that Sunday when you're on the app is look at the workouts, look at the exercises, because it's going to help make your workouts quicker, especially if you're pressed for time, but it's going to give you that chance to ask questions with enough time to get the answers before you're in the middle of your workout. So this is also, I guess, a reminder for you that I am online twice a day, so in the morning and at the end of the day. Occasionally I am going to be online throughout the day. Next week I am away on holidays. I will be checking messages once per day, but it's going to be a little less. I won't be on twice a day is what I'm trying to say. I'll be on the road a little bit, as I will be in Newfoundland. So for example, next week you're going to need to expect a little bit longer response time. If you miss me, it could be up to 24 hours before I respond to you. But generally speaking, most weeks you're going to hear a response from me 12 hours at the most. The other thing I'm going to suggest you do with your questions is post them in here. A lot of times people have the same question and I'm answering the same thing. Generally, I might use that as a topic in here. But if you post it in here, it's going to help you get your answer faster. I can use a video to demonstrate if I need, and we're going to help other people along the way. Already, I posted about our challenge for the week, and I had someone ask a question in the comments that helped many others, because sometimes it's confusing. So use that as an example, because everyone can benefit from your question, okay? So please post in here. This is what this community is for. The other thing that I want to remind you about Sundays, so while you're checking your workouts, pop into the Mighty Networks, because every Sunday is when I am posting your weekly challenge for the next week. So that's going to give you a chance to see what's up and plan your week accordingly if needed. And give you a chance to make sure that you've completed your challenge by the Sunday from the week previous. In terms of other days that are important, Mondays are the days that I post the Slayer list in here. So people who have completed all 4 workouts for the week are going to get a shout out. People who've achieved their bonus point get that extra shout out. As well on Tuesdays, that's when you're going to see this, the in-between rounds. And I will be doing a Zoom or live workout each week, and that you're going to find either in the events topic on the side, or you can go right to schedule. So schedule, I've posted a schedule of the month, or like I said, if you go directly into the events, you can see each one and you can RSVP to them there, especially the Zoom workouts. That's where you get access to the Zoom. When you are missing the Zoom but would like to watch the recording, this is where it's important to make sure if you are a current SHEfit member, you should be part of the SHEfit group in here. You've all had the email to gain access, but if you haven't, if you've missed it and you don't see any of the Zoom workouts, it's because you're not in that group. So you can scroll down to the group. It's at the bottom on the side. Click on it and just request access, and I will grant that for you if you're not already in it. Next on your checklist, so now that we've got all of our tech taken care of, I want you to make sure that you call upon your team or set up your team. This can be, doesn't have to be a big team. It can be a small team. It can be like your spouse, your partner, a parent, a friend, or even this group, someone in this group, or a few people that you know you're here to keep each other accountable. And this is just really important because we are venturing on, big things. It's hard to continue on through a fitness journey with big goals. So it's important to have your support in place for this journey. And it's important to note that sometimes it's the ones that you love the most that can be the ones that get in the way of your big goals or hinder that journey. So it's really important to talk to them about your plans and to manage expectations on both sides. So let them know what you will be expecting of them, and they can also let you know what they will expect of you, so that you can make sure that you can have a plan in place and smoothly get exactly where you want to go. Next up, I want to talk schedule. And yes, I talked about moving your workouts for your schedule, but I want to go more specific into scheduling and remind you that it is so important not just to move your workouts in the app, but to put your workouts in your calendar. So that could be your work calendar, your Google Calendar, whatever type of calendar you use to organize your life. Put your workouts in there. Please go even as specific as to writing down the time, or at least approximate time of day you plan to do your workout, and treat it like an appointment. And it's an appointment that you don't miss. There should be consequences when you miss, similar to when you stand up your massage therapist or miss that doctor's appointment. Of course, there isn't going to be any sort of financial consequence if you miss your workout, but I want you to be so committed to that schedule that you stick to it, because that's going to be the best way to turn this into a habit. In the beginning, it is hard to stick to a new routine. It feels like, we're all busy. We're always going to feel busy, and we're always going to want to let something slide. And if you can start to stack something like your workout on a habit you've already created, or something you do regularly, like maybe it's work. So maybe it means packing your bag and bringing it with you so that on your way home from work, you stop by the gym, for those of you who are going to the gym. Or for those of you who are working out from home, have your clothes ready to go so that when you walk in that door, you do the workout and get it done before you sit on the couch, because that's going to make it much harder to do. I know there's a lot of you that like the morning workout, or maybe you don't like it, but you know you're not going to get it in after work. So put your clothes aside before you go to bed so that they're right there ready for you and you can get at it. The more you can stick with this consistency, the more it's going to become second nature, and then it becomes that habit. And you no longer have to call upon your willpower to make sure that you're getting this in. It's just something that becomes a part of your routine. And then truthfully, a lot of the times you start to just simply feel better. And when you're missing workouts, you feel worse. So that is the goal, and that's where we're going to go. And so we're all here to support each other to make sure we get to that place. So last but not least, I want you to try your best to start learning how to say no. That's a tough one for all of us. We're all overwhelmed at times. We've all got lots on our plates. But it's really important for you to look at your priorities and your responsibilities, because yes, your time is very valuable, but so is your health. And so you need to make sure you find that common balance so that you can prioritize your health and your goals, because those are so important. Doing things for you is what's going to help keep you happy, keep you healthy, and allow you to continue to have these responsibilities for other people. So make sure when it comes to things you're being asked to do, I know many of us, me included, we have those moments where we're like, I should do that. I want you trying to make sure that you are saying yes to things that you want to do, because we all have obligations, but I just don't want you to forget about the obligation that you have to yourself and your health. I know you've got this. We're starting off strong. We're right at the beginning here, so all we got to do is take it one day at a time. Make sure you use this community. Let me know if you have any questions or you want me to go further into anything I've said today. But for now, I will be signing off, and I'm looking forward to this summer quarter with all of you. So until then, I will see you on the internet. Take care.